ready for an activity can sometimes be as exciting as the activity itself. So this week I thought we would slow down a little bit and spend some time in this place. So if you're feeling a little bit jaded and you're looking for a cosy corner just to kind of relax and maybe refresh and rest yourself, then why not come along with me, because I'm going to do another arty crafty project today, and I'm really excited about it because we're going to look at journaling today. So perhaps make yourself a cup of tea or a nice drink that you like, your favourite drink, and put your feet up and just relax. Okay, so we're going to set up our creative space, and for me I use a part of my living room, dining room. I've got a kind of open plan living room, and I've got my table there which I use to eat on and do everything on, crafting, writing, whatever I'm doing, I do it on that table. So that's where we're going to do it. Now most of my supplies I keep in that basket, so I'm going to pick out what we can use today. But first let me unpack that box and see where we get to. Okay, so we're nicely settled in our creative corner and our creative space now, and I've got some little fairy lights. Well, there's a lot of fairy lights there, but I've got some smaller ones, so I'm going to find those because it's just reminding me how nice it is to have a little bit of sparkle when you're working. Of course, I've made myself a cup of tea. Cheers to us. And for the journaling, for the art journaling that I'm going to do, I'm using a very basic book. It's a hardback book, but I know there's lots of different types of books you can get, and lots of people like the softback books, but this was cheap and cheerful and made out of recycled paper as well. It's by a company called Enviro. I'll give you a little list of what I used at the bottom of the video. I'm not sponsored or anything in this video, so it's just what I use, what I like to use. Now for me, my journey into journaling has really been all about nature and the little excursions I have with Robbie dog out into the countryside. So that's going to inspire me today. So I'm going to make this a nature art journal, and something that will show some of the lovely places that I've been to. For example, the woodlands, the coast, the moors. I'd like to really reflect those trips I have with Robbie dog in here. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, in terms of extra inspiration, in terms of the actual creative project, I would like to share this with you, this treasure with you. Now, it doesn't look much with a little stained sackcloth cover on, but it's an absolute family treasure. It's a birthday book that was written for my mother when she was 13 years of age, and it was put together by her two school friends, and it's an archive of the ephemera and history of the period because it was written in 1941. 1941, Second World War was 39 to 45, so it was written in 1941. Now in terms of general construction, it was particularly a couple of pages that have really always caught my eye. And if I just open this page up, can you see, if you open the page, out pops I think it's a cinema. I think it's supposed to be, because there's a little advert outside advertising the latest film, and I'm going to put my glasses on here to read it. And the latest film was Dina Durdin and Berry Wilmot in Spring Parade. I've looked that up, and it's a really charming film that was made in that time, 1940, 1941. So yeah, they must have been raving about it at the time, but I just love the concept of something that pops out like that. Also, they went to a Catholic school, so there's their favourite nun, and I do remember, and I don't know what's happened to it, but there was a tennis net that popped up at the back there, and you can see they've got their tennis rackets. Isn't that sweet, playing tennis? So in my nature art journal, I would like to try some pop-ups today. So yes, I think that would be really nice. So let me show you what I've collected in terms of pictures, and let me share with you some of the ideas I've got, and we'll get painting and creating. Excited. Okay, so I've collected some bits and pieces together. I want to create something really joyful. You know, being in nature means so much. It really does have a positive impact on well-being, and I hope the journal will reflect this, so that's what I'm hoping. So I've collected little bits and pieces. That's something I painted a long time ago now. It's faded a little bit, but that's too big to use in the book at the moment. Might use that somewhere else. I've collected bits of old scrap card, and I've got here something that I could definitely use for a hedge, a pop-up hedge. I've literally just cut that out and put a couple of tabs, so we'll see how that works. And then I've just got some pictures from a book. So here we've got flowers that we might be able to use, stencils. What else have I got? A couple of little ladybird clothes pegs. I thought they might be quite fun to put on, and bits and pieces of paper that look really very pretty. I also want to reflect the time of year it is. So we've come out of spring, we're into summer, so I'd like to reflect that those joyful summer walks in there. So yes, I've got some bits and pieces, so we'll see how that all goes together. Okay, I may have gone a little bit overboard, but I've got some nice bits and pieces. That's an actual photograph I took. Yeah, I think that might work. Now, I tell you what I've been seeing a lot of recently, little robins. So he's going to go in there, I think. They're rather nice. Might not use all of them, just trying to get a bit of a sense of where things could go. Some more little flowers. We've also got another tree. Okay, so following the sort of principle of this with the two tabs there, if I just cut a bit there and a bit there and a bit there, we're going to have little tabs, aren't we, that we can stick, so they should pop out. Okay, why don't we start trying to get these stuck down? Yeah, so I'm going to use matte medium because it's just brilliant, and some matte medium along there. Give it a good soak. Pop that there in the corner. I think that looks okay. There's a little bit of a board. It's well stuck down. So again, a little bit of matte medium down the side. Absolutely soak it in. The secret to good sticking is soaking, I think. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I think we're going to put the hedge up now. And we're going to have maybe a tree there. So let's get that on. Whoa, I've used a lot there. Whoops. Okay, so the tree's well stuck on. I'm going to stick the little robin down there. If I put the little tree like that, it might pop up when the hedge pops up. So we're going to leave that to dry, and then we're going to come back and do some painting. Okay, well, we've finished and it's all in here. Now, I came into the garden to finish it off. I had to leave it to dry for quite a while, but when I did start painting and putting the detail in, it felt really nice. It took the paint and all the bits and pieces really well. So here it is, the big reveal. I do think if I'd used a little bit lighter card, it might have actually popped up a little bit more voluntarily. It folds really nicely. It's not completely popping up in quite the way my mother's old school book was, but I am pleased with it. It does really remind me of the walks I do with Robbie Dog, just on the edge of Dartmoor in this beautiful place of tranquillity, as I call it. So just to give you a little bit of detail, I've got the little butterfly in the corner there, the blue butterfly. I really do love butterflies, and I'm looking out for a blue one at the moment. And I've got the trees in the background, the nice oak trees, and the little fast flowing river that runs through as well. I've caught that. And I've also used a little bit of my writing from when I was younger. So I've got tiny wings darting through grasses, which is supposed to reflect the butterflies and bees. Wood dust and flower seed. I love that smell of wood dust. And when I went the other day, they had been chopping some wood and I could smell that lovely smell of wood dust. And also I've got here changeable skies, because sometimes I go and it's blue as blue in the sky, and other times it's quite moody looking, so I've tried to reflect that. And there are some little birds flying through that sky. At the front there I've put lots of little flowers just to reflect the amount of wildflowers that are there, and also the more cultivated flowers, so that's there as well. So I am pleased with it. It does mean something to me. It reminds me of that lovely walk on the edge of Dartmoor in that beautiful parkland, and yeah, it's quite a comfort to see it. So thank you so much for coming along with me today. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you like journaling, please let me know in the comments below. What inspires you? What art do you like to do in there? What materials do you use? Anyway, I hope to see you again soon. Have a really good and safe week, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.